This series of videos is going to walk you through how to add new volunteers to the system, how to update and confirm other volunteers who are coming back, and how to move them around. So the first thing we'll do is we'll walk through we'll walk through the process of talking with people and just making all those updates. And what you're going to look for is this job assignments button. So we'll click on job assignments. And this will take us into the job assignments page. The first scenario that we'll walk through is a new volunteer. So you're talking with somebody and they're willing to come and help out at Awana this year. So we have a button in the upper right here called New Volunteer, and we click on that and it takes us to the form that we've seen before. There is a video to walk through this, but I'll just walk through it real quick again. We enter the first name. I'm just going to use just fake names here, so I'm going to say test user, and we'll just say male, and then select a volunteering role. So there are the different roles. If you need a refresher on what those roles are, I would take a look at the adding a volunteer one, but they should be pretty self-explanatory. So I'm going to say this user is a coach. I'm going to add their information in. We'd like to collect as much information as we can if we have it. For this particular one, I'm just going to say this person's email address is testuser@gmail.com, and I'm not going to worry about these other things. I'm just going to come in here and I'm going to say, as far as a volunteer is concerned, we're using the emergency contact phone basically as their phone number. So I'm going to put a phone number in here. And then the last field that we have here is volunteer request, and this is if they gave you any information about something they want to do. So if this person said, they would like to be a coach of group, or a coach in group 3, we would say, I'd like to be a coach in group 3. Okay, and I'll show you where that comes into play later. The username, by default, we've just been using the first initial and then their last name. Just based on the name I put in here, I'm going to put a 3 at the end too. The password, we're starting it with Awana typically, and they have to match to proceed. And we'll encourage them to change their password after the fact, but for now it's just Awana. And I'll click Add Volunteer, and it should take me back to the job assignments page. So that's the first portion. We have them added now. Now they're in the system. The next thing is to put them in the spot that they want. And if you remember, I said that that person requested to be in group 3. So we'll go select a job grouping, and this is the different areas. And it's kind of broken down by how we have our leaders laid out. So I'm going to look at the handbook area, and this gives me all of the handbooks. And I said they want to be a leader in group 3. And so this person, as it turns out, we have all the slots filled right now. But let's assume that we talked to Martha here, and Martha is not coming back. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to remove her first from this slot. I'm actually just going to replace her. Sorry, I'm going to replace her with this new test user. So I come into here and I see some information about who's currently in there, their email, their phone number if they've put it in, and where this person's currently assigned. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come here, I'm going to say replace with, and I go down to user, comma test, and let that person's last name was user, so I'm going to click that, and I am going to say to replace permanently. So this is going to permanently replace that person in that, it's going to permanently replace Martha in this position. So I replace permanently, and now if I scroll down, I should see test user in there, and I do. So that's the next step. So now we have them in the right slot, and the final step that we're going to have is we're going to confirm that this person is indeed coming in this slot. Each of these slots is confirmed individually, and this is just kind of your visual cue to say, okay, yep, these are the people who have confirmed. I've either talked to them, they've emailed me, I know they're not coming, something or else, so I don't need to keep looking at them. Right, so I'm going to go into test user, and there's a button in here called confirm role. So I'm going to click confirm, and now that person is gray. So black means that they have not been confirmed. Gray means that they have been confirmed. So we do plan on them attending this spot. We've made some kind of contact, and we're confident in that. Okay. The next scenario I'm going to walk through is if we are talking to somebody who's coming back. So let's first say that we talked to Julie Russ, and Julie said she is not coming back this year. She'll not be volunteering. So all we need to do with her is we just need to click on her name, and we need to just replace her with a blank. So this is a blank right here. So we're just going to replace Julie Russ with a blank, replace her permanently, and she's replaced with a blank now. So now that slot is open. Now let's say you talked to Carrie Hendricks, and Carrie said, yep, I am going to come back this year, and I'm fine serving in the exact same spot. By default, they will have some of the same kids. Third graders will shift to fourth graders but retain the same coach. Fourth graders will shift to fifth grade and will have a different coach by default. And then fifth graders will shift to sixth graders and they will have the same coach. So if Carrie wants to stay in the same spot, we just click on her name and we click confirm role, and now she's confirmed. We have Gray in her name too. Now the one thing I would point out is that each of these slots is confirmed independently. So if you're going to have Carrie fill in 2 spots, let's say you were also going to have Carrie be the handbook team leader. So I click on this spot, I can add Carrie in here. Hendricks, Carrie, and I can see, look at Carrie's already in a couple different spots. So this shows where this person I'm trying to replace with, where they all are currently. So she's currently listed as a live team color coach, and she's in the system as a handbook group 1 captain. Okay, just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to say that that's okay, and I'm just going to replace her permanently. I'm going to put her in that handbook team leader spot too. So now she's in there, but you see she's not, she is confirmed for this position, but she's not confirmed for this position. So, and that's intentional. We want them to be able, we want them to confirm each spot, because typically we're not probably assigning someone to multiple spots. So we want to try to catch those so we're not thinking we have it filled, but really don't. Okay, I'm going to take Carrie back out of there for now. So I click on her name. I see her information. I see those 3 spots that she's in. I'm going to replace her permanently with a blank from this spot. So replaced. Now she's out of there. Now the other spot that she was in the live area. And live is a spot where we can have a volunteer there and be a coach. So I'm not too concerned about that. I'll leave Carrie there. Okay, just a couple more samples to really kind of drive this home. So the next thing I want to show you is to remove someone. So we know that Belle will not be there this year. So I'm going to click on her name. And once this comes up, what I want to do is I want to have her removed. And my natural instinct would be to click remove assignment. But if I was to just if I was to use this button, that would remove her for just the night. That would not permanently remove her. What I need to do is I need to actually replace her permanently, if that's what I would like to do. So I'm going to replace with a blank name. So I'm going to put basically nobody there, and I'm going to say replace permanently. And now Belle comes off, and she is gone. The next thing I'm going to do is show a confirmation that has some changes that are necessary to their information. So go to AAA desk. Let's just say that I'm confirming myself right now. If I click on my name, I look and I'm saying, okay, yep, I'm confirming information. Yep, my email is still accurate. Oh, nope, my phone number has changed. So I'm going to click on Edit Information. And that's going to take me to the Edit window. And this is no longer my phone number. Now it's 222-333. And I'm going to click Update Profile. And now I can go back to AAA and I can say, okay, click on myself, and I see the new phone numbers in there, and I'm going to confirm this role. Yep, I will be serving in this capacity again this year. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what's going to look like when you do put a sub in. So right now we're planning for the beginning of the year, and what I want to look at is what's it going to look like after we get going in the year and we do actually have subs. So let's say for the night I am not going to be there, and you know, the Awana app, I'm going to have Reed filling in for me. So I'm going to click on my name, and I'm going to say replace with. I'm going to find Reed's name, Reed Johnson, and it's going to show me which other spots he's currently serving. And I'm going to say, okay, yep, I'm okay with him filling both of those roles. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say replace with selected. So my options are replace with selected, which replaces him just for that one night. Reset to regular, which takes you back to whoever the regular is, which happens to be me in this case. And replace permanently, which would replace Reed in my spot permanently. So I'm going to say replace with selected, and now Reed shows up in there, and there's a little icon next to his name showing that he's a sub. So I can quickly see, okay, this is not Reed's regular spot, but he is here, and the confirmation does work independently. So the confirmation is on that particular spot. So had I not been confirmed, that would be an unconfirmed still. But because I was confirmed, it's confirmed for him too. Let's just say for some reason, and I can't think of why you would do this, but let's say for some reason we had to unconfirm Reed. We would come back here and we would say now this button's black, showing you that it's going to turn to black basically. If I click unconfirm, now Reed's black in that spot, but it's still showing that he's a sub in there. If the time comes and I said, oh, now it's going to be back to myself, I'm going to come back in here and I'm going to say reset to regular, and Reed will come off of there. I'm in there, and I just need to make sure that I marked as confirmed, and I'm good to go.